Welcome to Car Coach Reports. This is 4-Minute Friday, and I'm Lauren Fix. Week ending May 18th, 2018. Here's what's going on in your automotive world. Automotive executives go to Washington. Location of EV charging stations. Ford's stopped producing F-150s. Why is that? Also paid not to text and drive, and a special video. Stay right with us. Let's put 4 minutes on the clock. First, automotive executives go to Washington. All the CEOs of the major corporations go to Washington to sit down with President Trump. They think they're going to talk about corporate average fuel economy and how they all want one standard. But when they get into the meeting, President Trump talks about NAFTA. Now, what does that mean? That means North America trades cross borders, and so they can produce plants and product across the border. President Trump wants more cars built here, and he wants more parts from here, increasing the percentage of parts that come from the US, which means more jobs. We'll see how that unfolds. Number 2, EV charging stations. You know, as we all go to our local stores and we park, we see handicap spots up front. That makes sense. People that are disabled should have that extra courtesy of being up front to get to where they need to be. But why are EV charging stations right next to that? Why aren't EV charging stations all the way at the road, the farthest spot out? Because they want to be green, walk. That's what it's about. There should be no special courtesy for those people who purchased electric vehicles, which typically tend to be wealthier people. So think about that. Next time you see those EV charging stations, in your head going, oh my gosh, Lauren's right. I see them next to the handicap spot. If you have a plug-in car, that's not a handicap disability. That means you've made a choice, and therefore you want to go green. Walking is a green option. Move them to the street. I think it's time we make an uprise about that. What do you think? Put your comments down below. Number 3, production line stoppage. Now, you may have heard that the F-150 isn't being produced because a company called Meridian Auto Products, which makes magnesium components, had a fire, and magnesium is very flammable. So when you think, oh, it's just F-150, well, guess what? It's affecting Chrysler Pacificas, it's affecting Mercedes, and many other companies. So I'm just going to give you some more details that if you ordered a special order F-150, maybe you ordered one with a power stroke motor, this is a radiator support component and a couple other parts that are critical to assembling vehicles. So when there's a fire, until that gets up to speed, which they're thinking it's only going to be only a couple weeks, there will be a slowdown in getting product to market, which means slow to get your custom order or get product onto the show floor. This is what they call a black swan event. No one would have ever expected this to happen, but it has, and therefore it's just slowing down production. It shouldn't impact the stocks for the financial people in this world, but it's just good to know the facts rather than just hearing Ford shut down their production line. Believe me, Ford's not going to shut down F-150 line. F-Series truck is the #1 selling vehicle for the last 41 years. They're not going to stop production. They'll be back on the lot soon. Number 4, this is so interesting to me. Teens say that if you pay them $5 a week, they won't text and drive. Really? We were all teens once. You may be a teen watching this. $5 is going to make you not text and drive. I think you just need to not text and drive anyhow. That's just common sense. You shouldn't be paid to have common sense. But then again, who's going to enforce this? Who's going to pay the $5? Don't give the government any ideas. They'll pay the kids the $5. Don't pay the $5. Teach your kids to drive safer. Put the darn phone down and don't text and drive. That's the smartest thing to do. But paying them? That's not wise. Don't fall for that trap. Now, we've heard about the lava flow and the volcanic activity that's happening in Kona, which is the big island of Hawaii. That's not where Honolulu is. This is a big island where they have macadamia nuts and amazing coffee. And I was just there reviewing the Hyundai Kona with my co-host Paul Bryan. But since then, we've had a volcanic eruption. And if you take a look at this video, the lava flow actually took over a Mustang, literally swallowed it up. Now, you may say, why didn't he move the vehicle? Well, maybe it was an insurance claim. What a great insurance claim. I don't know, I parked my car outside and it was totally encompassed by lava. Write me a check. I have a sinking feeling that may have been the thought process. It was an older Mustang. It wasn't an old Mustang like the one I collect. It was something in the early 2000s. So maybe it did need to be swallowed up by some lava. Still, if you're on the island of Kona, be very safe. If you're thinking about traveling there, I think your plans may be askew for a little bit. And that's what's going on in your automotive world. If you like this video, make sure to check out our other reviews and breaking news. Always something new and exciting coming out multiple times a week. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate your likes and shares. Make sure to subscribe. Follow us on all forms of social media, and we'll see you next week.